Hi there, I'm Mickey McMonagle. Welcome back to the Green Room for another roundup of what's going on in the world of showbiz and entertainment. This week things are a bit different. It's the end of the year after all and there's not much going on. So I'm looking back at my 10 top movies of the last year. Kicking off, it has to be Batman The Dark Knight. Film of the year for me and for many other critics and fans too. It's simply spectacular. Check it out, here's a clip.
And here we go. This city deserves a better class of criminal. I'm gonna give it to him. No!
I'll be the first to admit Wanted wasn't the greatest film in the world, but it had Angelina Jolie, lots of fast cars and lots of guns, and for me that's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's a clip of the lovely lady looking at her best.
Say, someday a girl's gonna come along and change your world forever. You have no idea. Could you let me out at the next corner, please?
Please be quiet.
6 weeks ago, I was just like you. And then I met her.
WALL-E had to be the big animated movie this year. There's always one, and this time it was a wee waste collecting robot left behind to clean up our mess after we've gone to space. Kids loved it, adults did too. You just can't go wrong with this movie. Check it out.
His name is WALL-E. After all these years, he's developed one little glitch. A personality. He's extremely curious. And just a little bit lonely. But all that is about to change.
A firm favourite of mine this year and a strange but hilarious little film, In Bruges. Colin Farrell stars as a hitman hiding out in the sleepy Belgian town with a partner in crime. All sorts of drama, but overall it's just so funny. Get it on DVD now. Check it out.
Harry, I've got an idea. I'm gonna go back to my room, jump into the canal, see if I can escape. If you go outside and round the corner, you can shoot at me from there and try and get me.
I'll go outside, then which way, right or left?
You go right, don't you?
Okay, on the count of 1, 2, 3, go.
Who says it?
Oh, you say it.
You guys are crazy.
1, 2, 3, go!
The Incredible Hulk was a reimagining of the Hulk story. It conveniently ignored the first film, which really wasn't that good, let's be honest. This one is brilliant, a really good, fast-paced action movie with that character really coming to the fore. If you haven't seen it already, I'd recommend you check it out. Next up, well, it's got to be Bond really, doesn't it? You can't really leave him out. Yes, Quantum of Solace does have the worst title in the history of movies, and Daniel Craig, for me, isn't the greatest of Bonds, but the gritty feel works well and the action sequences are brilliant. So on that strength, that's it. Here you go.
We need you to get rid of him.
When you can't tell your friends from your enemies, it's time to go.
Right now, I think you're the only person I can trust.
James, move your ass.
I wish I could set you free, but your prison is in there.
Yet another comic book movie next. Yes, I am a huge fan. This time it's Hellboy 2, The Golden Army. This is one of the most spectacular looking films you will ever see, so you have to check it out and you must watch it on a decent telly too. Here's a clip.
Kill them.
Wouldn't do that if I were you. They're afraid of you.
You have more in common with us than with them, demon.
Excuse me. Make the choice.
Firstly, I've got to admit, I haven't actually seen this film. However, my girlfriend will kill me if I don't include Sex and the City in this list. I have no intention of going, but the guys who have been dragged kicking and screaming to a cinema tell me it's actually not that bad. Well, that's for them to know and me to not find out. Here's a clip.
Life doesn't always turn out to be your fantasy. That's why you need friendships that are real to get you through it all. Cinderella and the prince lived happily ever after. You know, things don't always happen like this in real life. I just think you should know that now.
As regular viewers will be only too aware, I love silly, brainless, boyish action movies, and Iron Man is one of the finest. Robert Downey Jr. in the role he was born to play as a rich playboy who decides to make himself into a superhero. great fun. Enjoy it.
There's been speculation that I'm parading around as a superhero. I'm just not the hero type, clearly.
That's just about it for my countdown of the top 10 movies of 2008. I'll be back next week running down my movie highlights of next year. For now though, one more to tell you about, and it has to be Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Yes, it's silly, but you know what? It's indie. Enjoy it.